Hello, everybody. It's Sarah and Sarah here.
Coming live from our bedroom. Because they do it live from the stadium, playing the games, but we're doing it from our bedroom.
Or live from the studio. But
That's true.
nope, this is as real as it gets.
It does. So today is, I don't even know the date today. What is the date today?
July 26th or 7th?
Yeah, it's the game
6th.
day.
Okay.
It's the final game. I think the 26th.
Yep.
And we never did a week 3 recap of, what did I say?
Recap? Recap.
Week 3 recap, sorry about that, of the Challenge Cup. But I will say, it's not because we have not been enjoying it. It's literally just because we've been enjoying it too much. Is that a thing? Well, if you follow us on Instagram, we live react to every single game. We've watched every single game, and we live react to every single game.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why you follow us on Instagram. If in future times, we'll always be there reacting if you want live to moment reactions.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is that what they call it?
Something like that. Okay, so what we're going to do today, the final just happened. You know who won the final.
Dash
Dash won the final, which was my team. I mean, I'm going to get to that, but that was my team. I called it from the beginning, Sarah. The beginning. I said Dash looked amazing. They looked phenomenal. They had the fire. They had most of their players available. That was another thing. So, because a lot of the teams didn't have some of their heavy hitters. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back to the first knockout game of the tournament. I guess it would be the quarterfinals. Yeah. Okay. And I actually think this was the most pivotal game of the whole entire tournament. Yeah. Because.
Well, it was Courage versus Thorns,
yes.
right?
Yes. Okay. And I mean, yeah, go ahead.
And I mean, Portland Thorns, they won. They knocked Courage out, which I think the whole world was happy about that.
Happy, shook.
Because it was time, 2020, crazy year as it is, it was time to crown a new champion.
Yes, give someone else the glory.
Yeah.
Because when they win that game, I think most people thought Courage was going to win. They thought, oh, Thorns maybe has a chance, but Courage is going to win. But Courage really, Thorns really did the hard work for a lot of other teams. They beat the beast. You know what I mean?
They beat the beast.
Yes,
yeah.
And the fact that they did that, they have to give so many kudos and props to them for actually beating them to knock them out of the tournament.
Right.
Because statistically saying, the Courage had won every single match going in there to begin with. So statistics tell you have to lose a match at some point. And they did. It was Thorns who took them out. So, and some people said maybe they overplayed their starters, Courage, because they might have been tired. I mean, they played all the heavy hitters, I think, every single game,
Right. So they were getting worn down.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hard schedule, but Thorns won. I was happy to see Thorns win. They won. They took down Courage. The next game was actually my favorite game, and I think it was your favorite game too. It was the Dash versus Royals. It was a rematch because they had played once before, and this was their rematch. Okay. And this game was a little bit crazy, Sarah.
It was.
First of all, Dash going into, I wanted Dash to win. I always wanted Dash to win / do well. And they won. And spoiler alert, they won.
3-2, yeah.
But this game was crazy. Okay, we're not going to really talk about it, but there was drama going into the game. There was drama if you follow it like on Instagram or whatever, one of the players, Stengel, she came out as having a relationship with one of the assistant coaches, and basically he had to leave. So there was inner turmoil in this team.
Yeah.
Going into there, they thought, oh, Dash is self-destructed. They're not going to do it. They're not going to win. They're self-destructing.
Right.
Look at them. Drama. But no, the ref did not have a good grasp on this game, Sarah.
No, that's when all the crazy calls were made.
Yeah, crazy calls. There was 6 red cards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
yellow.
Oh, excuse me.
I was going to say, I don't think I saw any red cards.
You would remember that. There was 6 yellow cards, and players were going down right and left.
This is true. It was pretty iconic.
Okay, so it was a kind of a chaotic game. Then we go to PKs. It's the first game that's gone to PKs, and we all know Jane Campbell did her thing.
Oh, yeah, she did the dang thing.
And the first thing that happened was A-Rod missed her PK, and that just set it off. She missed her PK, and then Campbell saved the next one, and it was done. It was over. Dash was winner. So that was kind of my favorite. That was an exciting game. Some people might say it wasn't officiated well. The game didn't go well, but because it was still too chaotic for some people's tastes. But I thought it was an enjoyable game.
Yeah, I like when they're kind of chaotic like that.
Okay, the next couple games, to me, they were great, but Washington versus Sky Blue, again, it was a good game. As I remember, it was
Well, I guess what we can say about these next two games is they also ended in shootouts.
Exactly.
Or PKs,
PKs.
Which was crazy because they hadn't had games that went to PKs in a while.
Right.
I mean, not even one, let alone 3 games.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
pretty wild.
The next 3 and I like the PKs. I know some people don't necessarily like them, but I think
love
they're
them.
fun.
So nerve-wracking.
And it really puts the keeper on the glory, you know. Spotlight, exactly. Kaylin Sheridan did amazing. No messing around. Yeah, Sky Blue won that. I thought that looked really good. I actually thought it was going to be Sky Blue versus Dash in the finals. I thought that too was going to be. But they looked really good. Sky Blue won. The next game was Reign and Chicago Red Stars. Again, penalty kicks. What do I remember about this game? What do you remember about this game?
I don't know.
The only thing I remember about this game, it went to PKs, and Shirley Cruz missed the first PK. She went up and missed. That's such a mind. It kind of freaks with your mind when that goes on. You already won down, kind of.
Yeah.
But she went up, she missed. And
it's totally a mental thing.
Yeah. Alyssa Nair did great. She saved a lot of big saves. And at the very end, I know you guys saw this when she won it for them. You know, she was like, "Okay, chill. Be cool out there." So that was a good game. Okay, Dash versus Thorns. This was a good game. I don't. Weirdly, this is one of the Dash games where a lot of their games were really exciting. This game was exciting. Rachel Daly scored.
Yeah.
And that was kind of it. They scored. They did great. It wasn't the ref had complete control of this game. They won. So that means Dash was going to the finals. Then it was Sky Blue and Red Stars. This was kind of an exciting game. It was 3-2. And they were up 3-up. Chicago was up to 3-0 at one point.
Yeah.
And we thought, it's over. It's done. And then
I know, I thought Sky Blue was going to catch up, but
Sky Blue scored, and then Julie Ertz did an own goal.
Yeah, but they still won. So
yeah, but that was a great game. Savannah McCaskill scored. Bianca St. George scored. Rachel Hill scored. So that was a fun. I like those higher scoring games. Don't you?
I know, yeah.
I like those highly scored games. But then the stage
to the final.
Then the stage was set, Sarah.
Yeah, it was.
It was Chicago Red Stars versus Houston Dash. And I don't think most people had those two in the idea who was going to be in the final two. Right,
yeah. Well, I think Dash, maybe.
You think so? Yeah. So the game happened today, and we just got done watching it not that long ago. I thought it was a great game, because Dash won, but I thought it was a good game. I don't think it was the most exciting game until the very end, then it got kind of exciting. But the first thing that happened is Casey Short, Morgan Gautrat, Yuki Nagasago, Tiernan Davidson, none of them were playing. So when you have 4 of your big heavy hitters not playing, you're already kind of, starting from behind in a sense. Yeah. And Dash had all its heavy hitters ready to go. Rachel Daly, the whole tournament looked good. And but
then they took out Mewis pretty early on in the game.
Yeah,
and she was crying about that.
Girl, you make it
sound Sorry, no, I meant, and she
was
cried.
Upset.
She was upset, for whatever reason, they took her out.
Right. So I'm sure you guys all watched the game, but 5th minute in, Kristie got fouled. Then there was a penalty shot, and then Sophie Schmidt scored on minute 5.
Yeah.
That was it. 1-0, minute 5. And then it comes out later that Kristie really got hurt. So she had to come out, I think like the 20th minute, 25th minute, something like that. Very early on. And when she came off, like Sarah said, she was really upset and was crying. It kind of started out exciting. So I guess it was exciting. But I think what happened is the first part was exciting. And at the very end, when SHEA GROOM scored, that was exciting.
My gosh, yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. So they scored her at the very end. The ref had complete control of the game. It seemed like a pretty fair game. It seemed like
See, I think you're saying that because it's your favorite ref.
Katia Koroleva. She's my favorite.
She was giving out yellow cards though.
She was. She gave a yellow card to the Chicago bench. And
assistant coach.
Yeah, it was so funny because she's like, nope, not having your BS today. So I think that was a good game. I mean, that's why I wanted to win. Obviously, it seemed like it wasn't as physical as some of the games that we've seen.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. Obviously, I was rooting for the Red Stars.
Yeah,
but
Sarah was.
I'm happy that Dash won.
There was a couple,
with the outcome.
There was a couple moments where it looked like Alyssa Nair was kind of upset at herself. Because there's the goal where SHEA GROOM scored, she kind of was juked out a little bit. So
Well, she came out early, and then she was just wide open, and she took the shot.
Went
and
right
she did
in.
the dang thing.
Yeah, and Dash won. They looked really excited. I mean, and I think also, you know, when you go in there saying, we want to win, that's our only goal, that's the only thing we'll be happy with, and then they do the thing, you know, they won. We watched every single game. We enjoyed every single game. So it was nice. I still think the fact that they had all that drama within the team.
And they still came out on top.
Yeah, they still came out on top. I mean, they weren't letting that drama hold them back, you know?
Yeah.
So let's go back to when we initially thought maybe they shouldn't play. At this point, you think hindsight's obviously 2020, but...
Yeah, I actually was surprised because I was convinced. I was like, there's no way, like, with them getting food and everything, with people going out and... like out and in, things going out and in, I was like, there's no way that they're gonna have 0 positive tests or whatever.
Yeah.
And they said they had 2,000 tests, and all of them were
Negative.
0 were positive, which is good. They contained everything in the bubble, so
It
that's
showed,
cool. So wear masks and wash your hands and keep it clean, and you can do it.
Yeah, it really showed, like Sarah said, the fact that if you're vigilant about, you know, taking precautions, that the spread is, you know, it's going to be minimal to none. Because, you know, since NWSL was first, they had really to set the precedent for sporting in general.
Right.
It didn't start out well, as we saw with Orlando, but the fact that they did have 0 positives, that, I mean, I think that said a lot. And I hope that convinces people to maybe wear masks at every time, all the time. So overall, are you happy that Dash won?
Yeah, I am, and a little sad that soccer's over now.
Yeah,
What are we
I know.
gonna do next?
Okay, so WNBA, we want to get into that a little bit.
Yeah, we should check that out.
We don't know. Yeah, there was a game on tonight, but
I like basketball.
You like basketball? Yeah, I do. I guess just because I do. I'm getting into it. Rachel Daly was named MVP of the tournament. Mm-hmm. Love that. It was a good tournament. Do you think this is going to sway Vlatko to bring any of the players into training camps next time that he hasn't, based on their play?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think there'll be some new people stepping up.
I do. I think he was impressed by some people. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like the number one thing for everything is people still being safe. So we were safe. What did you guys think? Are you guys happy with Dash 1? Are you guys upset Dash 1? Who was your team? I still think the biggest moment of the tournament was when Thorns took out Courage.
Yeah.
That's obvious because they're such heavy hitters, but I don't think that can be understated.
Well, it changed the game.
Yeah, it did. But I will say, if Dash was against the Courage, I think they had a good chance to win against Courage, too.
Yeah.
Because,
True.
So I think, but that was the game where I think tides kind of changed, where it made it completely open. You know, anyone was going to win. And I'm glad Dash won. They were my team. Woo! I like them. Yeah. What'd you guys think? Are you sad it's over? What was your favorite moment? Are you glad Dash won? Or are you sad Dash won? Who did you want to win? Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to you guys later. And yeah.
All right.
Have
Bye.
a good night. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.